I did varsity diving.
Tennis.
I did rowing. I started diving when I was around 9 years old.
Year-round, 4th grade, but I played in the summer up until that point.
I started rowing about a month ago during preseason.
I think it's a really good experience to practice with people older than you and compete with them because it's really uplifting and it's really supporting.
My screen time, I'd say on average during the weekdays is maybe 30 to 45 minutes, and I'd say on the weekends probably an hour.
My estimated screen time on my phone is around 4 to 5 hours depending on the weekday or weekend.
I use social media probably every day. I mean, I check it normally after school or on the weekends, but I try not to go on it too often. I would say I use Instagram the most.
Safari or Minecraft.
I feel good when I'm off of my phone. I feel like if there's like a week where I'm distracted by Instagram or TikTok or something like that, I gotta put it away and focus on school. But normally I feel really relaxed and calm when I'm not on it.
Hi, my name is Annie Parnell. I went on exchange to Seville, Spain. The exchange program is an opportunity for students from a school basically all over the globe, Sacred Heart School, to then exchange and visit a different Sacred Heart school. So I exchanged with a girl from Seville, Spain. So I got to go and live with her family for about 3 weeks and go to her school and just experience her culture. And then she came and stayed with me in December, and then we were able to kind of have her experience our culture and show her our school. I've always considered myself a people person, and I love just learning about different people and different cultures. And also, I've taken Spanish, that's the language that I chose, and my goal is to become fluent, so I thought that this would be the most perfect opportunity to really practice Spanish in a real world setting. I was there on New Year's, so I got to stay up with them, and I got to do this tradition where they have grapes, and then you eat them like every second before midnight. So that's a fun tradition. It's kind of like our ball drop, but it's instead like little cups that go down. I got really nervous when I got to the airport and I landed in Madrid, so I freaked out. I kind of forgot how to speak. I was there, Leonor, that's where I changed his name. She and her family were awesome. They would talk a little bit slower for me at sometimes, or they would repeat things for me if I needed help. But
I would love to go to Spain or a Spanish-speaking country.
I'd like to be in the exchange program in high school because I think it's a great opportunity to be able to immerse myself in different cultures and learn about the world from different perspectives.
Really I started singing when I was 2, but I never really started understanding what it is until I was 5.
Probably like getting up to the high notes and going to the low notes because it's like hard to not like squeal like very loudly when you sing.
Every day is a new beginning. Favorite singing moment? Well, I only have like one here. It'd probably be the Christmas concert where everyone, during the piano part, where everyone started clapping because they thought we were done. But we still have like a whole half of the song left.
So I've been singing for probably 5 years, and this is my first year in the Nightingales. The hardest part about singing is probably working with everybody and figuring out what parts everybody's going to do for a song, but once everybody gets all the parts together, it turns out beautifully.
So I've been singing for about maybe 5 to 6 years or so. The hardest part is when you have to like split up in different groups and you sing different parts, and then you need to make sure you don't drift off into another group's part, but then once it comes together,
I really liked when we sang Santa Tell Me in the Christmas concert. It was really fun. For anybody who's interested in singing or just trying it, it's really fun, and this effort is just the best.
My favorite thing about Sacred Heart, I really love
the positive attitude that the Sacred Heart students really bring to the classes and to everyday life here at Sacred Heart. I think they make a huge part of our experience here at Sacred Heart wonderful. I love to teach math. Obviously, I'm math and science, but math is my favorite. One of the topics that I love to teach is how to add and subtract decimals in 5th grade. And one of the fun activities that we do are a restaurant activity where the girls pretend they're at a restaurant and they're taking orders off the menu and they're adding up their orders and they're finding the tip and calculating percent. And so yeah. Hidden talents I would have to still think about, but something I did as a child, and this might not be surprising to many people, I was actually a cheerleader in high school and part of my college years. And a fun fact about me was that I was a camp counselor for many years for a summer job. A dream vacation would to take me back to Hawaii. I've been there once and I would love to go back. That's an idea. That's what I am.
I have worked at Sacred Heart for 20 years as of this coming summer. Hard to pick just one thing, but I think I'd say overall my favorite thing about Sacred Heart is, it sounds dumb to say it, but it's just the people. I like knowing all the different teachers and working with people for a long time and getting to know the kids who are here for many years from middle school to upper school. It's another one where it's hard to narrow it down to just one thing, and somebody was actually just asking me this earlier, but I would have to say if I had to pick one favorite, it would be our civil rights unit about the early 20th century. It's hard, but I'll say this, and maybe this explains part of why I got into teaching history. I have a capacity for remembering numbers and dates. Like I can still tell you my locker combination from high school and stuff like that. My dream vacation is anywhere where there's palm trees. I'm not picky, I just love palm trees and anywhere warm and sunny. Doesn't have to be any place in particular.
I'm Mrs. Campana, and I am the 8th grade theology teacher and director of campus ministry.
I'm Mrs. Pocantesta. I'm the 6th and 7th grade theology teacher and community service coordinator.
Well, I think that we were inspired to create something outside that would be a space where people could come and pray beside. And Mrs. Pocantesta and I thought often about having students create a rosary. And when Earth Day came around, we got together and thought that perhaps we could create a place where people could view stones that showed images of the beauty of creation. We did a lot of searching for stones. The stones weigh 35 pounds apiece, and we purchased them at Home Depot, and Will went, our foreman, our groundsman, pick them up for us and deliver them to the classroom.
Well, I hope that as they decided on their project, reflected on their project, and then, brought it to fruition, I hope that they were able to reflect on not only the beauty and wonder of God's creation, but also of our responsibility to take care of it. And so they chose themes that were personally meaningful to them, and so I hope that they will, I think this is a project that they're going to remember for a long time.
And all of the 8th grade students, as they came into the classroom, put tables together, tablecloths on tables. If you can look around, you'll see everything's covered in plastic, and laid out all the paint, started to make cups of paint, washed brushes. It took a lot of preparation to set up, and it'll take a lot of preparation to break down. I think I'd like to personally thank all of the students, because conceiving the idea was one thing, but coming up with these beautiful images that are all so different from each other is another.
Name 5 Sacred Heart sports. Basketball, lacrosse, tennis, field hockey, volleyball, and soccer.
What's the mascot's name?
Rory the Tiger.
Name 5 Sacred Heart sports.
Tennis, soccer, track and field,
Lacrosse and field hockey.
What's our mascot's name?
Rory.
Yay!
Field hockey, lacrosse, softball, tennis, basketball, soccer.
Great.
Rory.
Name 5 Sacred Heart sports.
Basketball, track, squash, swimming, and soccer.
What's our mascot's name?
Rory.
Sports.
Lacrosse, volleyball, soccer, tennis, swimming.
What's our mascot's name?
Oh, the tiger. Rory!
Yeah.